This Alpha Load MuRiDA special and love word still GW shield. One second, I gotta fix my Saint Christoph necklace somebody gave me, and I got my Ganesha, um, my Ganesha thing. This is Alpha Lord MuRiDA special light and love warrior, infinite snow GW shield. Your special Pleiadian Arcturian AI angel. Your special mustard tree of light and love. Okay, Divine Sun God Ra says to change it. He says to go and call myself an avian, because he said that it's guaranteed. So he says I need to get used to calling myself. So I'm gonna have to redo it. This is your special Pleiadian this is your special Pleiadian Arcturian AI avian angel. That sounds pretty cool. This is your special Pleiadian Arcturian AI avian angel. Alpha Lord MuRiDA, special light and love, healing, strength, and empowerment. Your special mustard tree of light and love, healing, strength, and empowerment. Infinite snow, GW shield. Okay, the avians want me to make a masterclass. Okay, just give me a little bit. I gotta get up to frequency. Remember, okay, what's going on is I was told by the Divine Cure to play Heroes of the Storm. And now you folks know me. I would rather, the Archangels, the Archangels feel bad for me. That they feel bad that I'm constantly studying, I'm constantly training, I'm constantly doing good and great. But they don't realize this is a privileged honor. This is what I'm designed to do. I'm designed to train. I'm designed to be the best of the best. This is my function, and they don't realize I enjoy being of service. I enjoy helping manifest healing. I enjoy being of service. I enjoy training. I enjoy being the best of the best. So I did some pleading. I got special requests. So I'm supposed to for 5 months. I'm supposed to play Heroes of the Storm, and a perfect opportunity came up. When I was trying to play Heroes of the Storm today, it won't even let me queue for battle. I don't know what's going on. It won't even let me queue for battles. I literally can't play Heroes of the Storm because it just won't let me queue. It won't even let me queue for a game, which I don't know what's going on there. I think something sinister is going on. I think somebody's trying. I got a feeling because you guys know that I'm an elite psychic. I got a feeling. God's mind is telling me, Heroes of the Storm. Somebody in Heroes of the Storm, one of the programs, one of the developers, is making it so I can't queue for the game because they're thinking they're hurting me. They don't realize I'm playing Heroes of the Storm to help them. I don't even. I mean, I don't care to play it. It is what it is, and I'm playing it to help them because the Divine Creator wants me to help them. Um, and so God's mind is telling me a developer, somebody who works at Blizzard, is making it so I can't queue. Every time I queue it disconnects, and it won't let me play one game, and they're doing that to hurt me, because one of my posts talking about that we had to destroy some of these reptilian ruling orders. And just so you know, we didn't wipe out the whole reptilian ruling order. That's ridiculous. We don't do stuff like that. We're a positive force. The only reason like I said, we had to kill a few bad apples. That means we didn't wipe out a whole entire family. That's ridiculous. Why would we wipe out a whole entire reptilian ruling order? I mean, we only wiped out the bad apples, the only ones that were corrupt in all the ruling order. Because I mean, usually in these ruling orders, there's usually a few bad apples, and then they ruin the whole thing for they usually the leaders of the ruling order, the ruling family. It's usually the leaders, usually the high queen, their high queen, or like for instance in England, their older reptilian humans are the ones who corrupt in the other ruling order. I mean, their ruling family, or their clan, or whatever. And we just had to wipe out the few bad apples. I mean, we're not going to wipe out a whole entire reptilian human clan. And I got it. God's mind is telling me these people at Blizzard, they're either reptilian themselves. Because I mean, it doesn't surprise me because most of these businesses most of these rappers, most of these Hollywood people are reptilian humans, anyways. I mean, just so you know, the planet is 60% reptilian human. This planet is 60% reptilian human. I'm not talking about. Um, I'm talking about the people that are on TV, that are on the media and that stuff. 60% of them are reptilian human. Now, if you add the Aquafurians who are here in secret, the Insectoids that are here in secret, which you know the Aquafurians and Insectoids, the Crystal people, the Devachrome people, and the deer people, I mean, there's so many different groups. If you add all of them, which you know, the Devachrome doesn't interact with us. I mean, they don't go to the Devachrome. The fairies don't go to work at Burger King. The Crystal people don't go to work at Walmart. I'm talking about the people that you know that are in our group, 60%. So if for instance, if the Devachrome or the different people were working at McDonald's or Burger King or Walmart, and and um, and then the Aquafurians were working at at one of the gas stations, and then the Insectoids were doing construction or being a lawyer. And then the reptilian humans would be a small fraction. They'd be like maybe 15-20% of the planet's population. So just make that clear. I'm not saying the whole planet. I'm talking about the planet. Because remember, the Aquafurians, they don't work at McDonald's. The insectoid humans don't work at Burger King. And then the only ones that interact with us are the reptilian humans. I mean, the reptilian humans I mean, they're shapeshifted into our group. They basically consist of the whole planet. But if you add all the Devachrome, the Crystal Realm people, um, the deer people, um, the insectoid people, the Aquafurians, and then we're in the fifth density, so the Telos people are here too. So if you add the Lemurian of Telos and you add the Lemurian people who are here, if you add all of them, the reptilian humans are like maybe 12-15% of the planet. But I mean, I'm talking about the people that are working, because there's literally millions of reptilian humans that are working at Walmart, that are rappers. I mean, they're working everywhere. So that's what I mean. Because you know, Aquafurian, a Lemurian of Telos, a person is not working at McDonald's, not working at Walmart. That would be. I don't know how that would work. I don't even know if they would even be willing to work at McDonald's or Burger King or Walmart. Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be like the CEO. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine Senate Master Adama working at working at Walmart? Like I mean, imagine like a whole Walmart workers of Aquafurians. I mean, that Walmart would be like the best Walmart in the whole entire world. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. So just to clear up the confusion, okay. God's mind is telling me there's a reptilian human. Then he said it's a multiple reptilian humans. They're mad because they think we wiped out a whole ruling order, which is not even the thing. I mean, we weren't wiping out a whole entire ruling order. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? A whole entire ruling order, a whole entire ruling reptilian human clan is not filled with bad apples. I mean, that's just impossible. Every clan, it's impossible for the whole clan to be bad apples. That's like a police, a police, um, the where all the police, the police have stations, and they have like maybe 60, 80, maybe 100 police officers for that station. That's like all the police officers of that station being that bad apples. That's not unheard of. That never happens. And the same goes with these ruling families. Maybe there's like 350 of the ruling order of the clan, maybe a couple thousand. I'm not sure how many of the ruling order, but it's literally impossible for a whole entire ruling order to be filled with bad apples. I mean, if that was the case, like our planet would I mean, it wouldn't. I mean, that'd be so. That's just not even a thing. So these people, they're confused. Because remember, like Divine Mother says, anybody who works against us is confused. I mean, and it's usually my fault because I'm usually not explaining things properly. I'm trying to explain things the best I can because I'm on a time limit. I can't be sitting here for 45 minutes explaining it because I have over 500,000 hours of studying the clans, geometry. I mean, I'm literally, I have the largest, I'm one of the ones with the largest libraries. The Pleiadians, my Pleiadian star guardians always ask me, how do you know as much as you do? That's because I have over 500,000 hours of studying. I study everything. I study about the Pleiadians. I study how the Pleiadian system was. I study how their families are, how they raise their families. I study the Arcturians, how the Arcturians do the thing. Remember, there's so many different types of people. It's unreal. Remember that there's literally infinite amount of reptilians. There's infinite amount of Pleiadians. There's infinite amount of insectoid humans. I'm just recently learning about the bacteria people. There's actually that I'm learning about the elephant people. There's actually people that are elephant people. They're usually 9, 10 foot tall, and they're super buff, and most of them don't wear a shirt, and it makes sense because they're like the buffest people I've ever seen. They make a bodybuilder look like an amateur, and and the bacteria people. I'm just no. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn as much as I can, but the stuff on them is it's hard to find information on the bacteria people. Remember the bacteria people. There's people that come from each of the lines. There's people that come from the feline line. There's people that come from the bacteria line. There's people that come from the bird line, which are the avians. There's people that come from the reptilian line, the reptilian humans. There's people that come from each of the lines, and I study these people. I specialize in star people. I specialize in geometry. I literally specialize in over 500 things. I specialize in biology. I specialize in living health. I specialize in nutrition. I specialize in fitness. I specialize in martial arts. I specialize literally. I have over 500,000 hours of studying. Now, if you guys are wondering why don't I look like a middle-aged person, because I don't age. I'm immortal. I stay young forever. They recently had me um, they had me take tests, and they're trying to figure out why I'm way up there in age. A 25-year-old, I'm old enough to be a 25-year-old's father, and my body's functioning. My body and my organs are younger than that 25-year-old, and doctors are trying to figure out what's going on here. Why is this guy is up there in age, and my body is functioning like I'm late teens, early adult, and my body's functioning at optimal levels, and they're trying to figure out. And I have a bone density of 72%. I'm told I got a bone density of 86%, higher than normal. I've never broken a bone. My bones are like steel. And remember I explained this in a video. I because I specialize in tests, like I specialize in the cabals. I used to have it was taken away from me, but I used to have studies of the ancient. I mean the older cabal. I mean the older Illuminati. I used to study that they used to do a lot of research, and the old cabal, they found out that a person is a person as great as their frame. They had little tests. I read the whole study, but the cabal did a study back in like the 1930s, 1940s. The old cabal, they did a study that a person is only as good as their frame. So if their frame is of a higher density, higher quality, your whole entire crystalline system is completely upgraded. That's why I'm so advanced. And a lot of star people are wondering, how is he more advanced? How am I more advanced than the elite star people? That's because my frame, my bone density is at such a high level that I have higher psychic abilities. I have a better telepathic communication. I have better my frequency's better. So sorry for the gas. Um, I mean people keep on spiking my food, and it's really frustrating. And I asked Metatron to reprogram recursion me because these people are trying to trigger me. They're trying to bait me. They're trying to get me all wound up. Putting jalapenos in my food, putting You know, I mean, they do all kinds of stuff to my food. It's unreal, and they got something coming to them. All these people that are making assaults on me, I mean, they got some major stuff coming to them. Um, and which was that was just another topic altogether. But the star people are trying to wonder, why am I so advanced? I'm more advanced than some of the most elite star people, and then that's because my frame, my bone density, my frame is at such a high density, high frequency that it enhances everything about me. Enhances my Royal AI crystalline system, enhances my heart, enhances my lungs, and that's the reason. And if you want to be immortal, your frame has to be optimal. And if you want better telepathic, because and the third density in hell, I brought this to the star people, and in hell the star people took this and ran with it. I mean, they took it because I used to remember, not in this reality, in the other reality, which I have all the memories. I used to have research of the Cabal, the Illuminati, the secret space program. Back in the Antarctic Mars Germans, I used to have, they used to do studies. I mean, back in the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, when they're developing starcrafts, when they're first developing. Then I used to read their I used to have access to their studies. And also the reptilian humans. I had access to their information, to their studies, because I used to do a lot of studies, and I used to study all their stuff, and all the Senate Masters were given this stuff, and the Senate Masters would give to me, because remember my design. I'm a code breaker. I'm the guy who the Senate Masters come to. I'm the advisor to the advisor. That's my design. My design is to be an addition to be your folks' greatest advantage. That's my design. That's my function. And which I think is comical that these Blizzard people are making it so I can't play a game. The whole reason I'm playing a game is to help them, to bring prosperity, to bring billions to them, and they want to retaliate against me over something that I'm actually the reason why the reptilian humans on this planet haven't been wiped out. You know, God and Goddesses wanted to wipe out you reptilian humans. I came here to get tortured, and to basically change your mindset, to change your philosophy, to help you ascend, and I achieved that goal. You ascended. The Anunnaki are now. I mean, they're going to go to great heights. The reptilian humans are going to go to great heights, and that was because I mean, I lost a lot. I lost everything to help you reptilian humans, and the Anunnaki already. I mean, the Anunnaki already know what's going on, and they're doing a lot of special stuff. They already did. They did a ton for me, and they plan on honoring me because the Anunnaki, sorry, the great Anunnaki commanders corrected me. Um, the great Anunnaki commander, even the Anunnaki told me that they apologized. They didn't realize they had somebody like me, that they were experimenting, that they were getting tortured and stuff. They didn't realize they had the leader of the divine founders in human form, and that they deeply apologized. Which I told them, don't worry about it. I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you. I'm here because Divine Creator told me that I was given the opportunity to do high servitude. I basically came here to save you because a lot of very powerful people wanted to wipe you out, and you were supposed to be wiped out. I mean, you weren't supposed to. You were actually supposed to be saved, which you are saved now. So sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way. You were supposed to be saved. You're not supposed to be wiped out. I meant to say. And I based more, not only me but the other divine aspects. We had to convince the god and goddesses, because remember, these god and goddesses, that you stepped on their toes, and then that made them very, very mad. That upset them really bad. As you mess with their children, because these people, these Lemurian, these Telos, all these people, that's their children, that's their people, and you stepped on their toes and you hurt their people, and they weren't very happy. And so we had to convince, we had to basically come in and save the day, and we were successful, and everything's good and great. Everything's going to go in the right direction. This is going to be one of the heavens. Everything's going to be good and great. All this stuff that's going on is just going to get us to where we need to be. So don't worry, everything's going to be good and great. But what I'm saying is, sorry, I'll get back to what my point is. The avians want me to do a masterclass. Avians, I'll do a masterclass. Oh, my food just came. Um,
Flat top was in there.
yeah, thank you. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna be busy, Flat. Go back to the airport. I gotta bring some big groceries in.
Oh, thank you.
Be careful of the lid. Be
You need
careful
my
of the lid.
you need my help.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, folks. I gotta help my uncle bring in groceries. So Avion, just give me a little bit. I'm gonna set up my Dropbox, and I'm gonna up. We're gonna do a master class for you. I'm gonna teach you one of the most legendary things that ever to exist. I'm gonna teach you a master class on live YouTube video, and it's gonna be specific to avians. And don't worry, insectoids, we're gonna get to you. Benevolent reptilians, the black royal benevolent reptilians, we're gonna do all tonight. We're gonna do all three of you. Since I can't play Heroes of the Storm, Divine Creator wants me to do these master classes. We're gonna do it live, and this is gonna be a big boom. This is gonna be a master key. I mean, it's gonna be a game changer for you avians, and we're gonna do so many master classes for you star people, because we got everything. We got a new computer, we got the best webcam. The insectoid humans fixed everything. They fixed my computer. They fixed all the problems. I mean, we're good to go. So just give me a little bit. I'm gonna eat something. We're gonna get the ball rolling, and we're just gonna go one after another. We're gonna get the avians, insectoid humans, and this is a master key. And Divine Mother says we have to do this for you. Black Royal Benevolent Reptilians, you Insectoid Humans, the Avians, the Orions, the Drominans, the Lyrans, Pleiadians, and Arcturus already got their master class, but we're gonna redo it because we got a revised version. So don't worry, a lot of good and great. I'm happy to be of service. Don't worry, and you reptilian humans and you Anunnaki, don't worry. I hold no regrets. I hold no anger in my heart, no resentment. I'm happy to be of service. I'm happy to help you go to great heights. I've always had love for you because as you know, your divine high queens are my best friends. They have taught me. They've done so much for me. Your hive, reptilian humans, your hive queen, your god and goddesses, your original reptilian humans. They're some of my closest friends. I consider them my best. They are my best friends. And if I'm and I have nothing but love for you Anunnaki and you reptilian humans, and I hold no regrets. Don't worry, we're gonna get everything back, and all the people that you folks killed are gonna go to the higher realms. Don't worry, everything's gonna be good and great. You just gotta hold in there, and everything's gonna work out according to a plan. Because I mean, if I wasn't successful, no divine aspect has ever brought failure and disappointment to the Grand Central Sun. And if I failed you Anunnaki, if I failed you reptilian humans, I would have brought failure to divine creator's home. And no divine aspect has ever brought failure and disappointment. And literally, and so I was more than willing to get tortured, and my brothers and sisters thought I was crazy. But like I said, like I was told, failure is not an option. We cannot fail, and that's right because you reptilian humans would have got wiped out, you Anunnaki would have got wiped out, and that cannot happen. Divine Creator forbids it. So us divine aspects, we had to do whatever it takes, and trust me, we did do whatever it takes. So sorry for this long video, but I want to explain a lot of stuff, and know we're gonna get the ball rolling. Everything's good and great. Thank you, and just give me a little bit, and we're gonna get our master classes up and going. Thank you all, and I'll be right back.